Simon Pegg and Nick Frost may be like maybe some of my favorite actors like ever. Hello everybody, welcome to Film Fireside. The World's End as a movie I watched recently. So, before we get into this review, moving forward for the next little bit, I am just going to go, a while back I asked you guys to just give me movies you want me to review, because I'm kind of in a weird spot with movies coming out. Till like June, there isn't really anything that I'm like dying to review. So for the rest of May and into the first little bit of June, I'm just going to review movies that y'all recommend to me, movies that I watched that I want to talk about. I've been going, just for myself for fun, I've been going through AFI's top 100 movie list and just picking ones out. If there's one I haven't seen, I'll just review it. There's still a bunch on that list that I haven't seen yet. I think I've finally seen more than half of them. So I may do that. Also, IMDb's list too, there's some good movies there that I've been trying to pick some ones out of there too, just for funsies. A ranking idea that I thought would be fun is I may take IMDb's top 20 movies. I've seen all of them except one, and rank those in my order of ranking, how I would place those on the list. So I don't know, lots of fun ideas moving forward, but it's all going to be more throwing it back for the next little bit. So stay tuned for that. All right, so let's get into this movie. This movie I hadn't seen before. I had seen Shaun of the Dead. From my top 20 of the decade, I love Edgar Wright. I think Edgar Wright is a fantastic filmmaker. And Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg specifically are a very good team. They work extremely well together. And that is made very evident in The World's End. I wasn't too sure what to expect going into this movie. I knew it was kind of like a end of the world type apocalypse movie. But like Shaun of the Dead, it doesn't start out that way. That more or less serves its purpose in, of course, in the sake of comedy. My goodness, this film is very, very funny. I was laughing so hard throughout. Oh my gosh, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are, I will go as far to say, one of the best actors. They're two of the best actors working today. The reason they work so well and their comedy works so well is they're so wrapped and engulfed in their character, what their journey is, what they need, what they want, and fighting for those, and every scene they're in makes the comedy work. And then when things start to get a little more serious, take a serious note, your heart's breaking as you watch them perform. Edgar Wright films are so fantastic. They're never just one thing, especially this whole like end of the world. That seems to serve, in my opinion, that there may be a metaphorical purpose that serves as well. It's just really interesting it's a really interesting story to dive into. You know what I mean? I like this idea that The World's End, of course, is their last stop on the Golden Mile where they're trying to hit all these pubs. Then evil robots start attacking and whatnot. The name The World's End, obviously, title of the film, and that's that last pub. But the world ending is something that's happening around them. There's robots taking over. But when did the world actually end for our main character, Gary King? There's a lot to analyze about this movie. I honestly feel like I didn't get everything the first time. I'm wondering if I missed jokes even. This is just such a fast-paced, fun, fantastic film to really dive into and just engulf yourself in. Yeah, as far as like specific things I like, I don't want to get too much into spoilers, so I'll just say, yeah, it's just what I said before. I feel like I missed things. And not in like a bad way and like, oh, they didn't explain that well. No, I just feel like there's so much to get. There's more than one thing to get from this movie that I can't, like, I wouldn't be able to just like contain it all and to like appreciate it all. One of the beautiful things of this film, and I think this goes along with Edgar Wright's direction, is cinematography. There are fight scenes that are like really, really entertaining to watch. And it's not just because everyone is doing like badass things necessarily the entire time. There's definitely a level of that, but the flow and the movement of the camera, the way things are flowed and cut together, there are very long shots through the film. There aren't, you can tell some of them, they sneak a cut in there. But I mean, still, like the idea that they wanted to keep the long flowing shots throughout some of these fight scenes, and just certain sequential things in general. Oh my gosh, there's just beautiful editing and cinematography. One of the things that Edgar Wright is fantastic with in all of his films, by the way, is editing and cinematography. And this film, of course, is just another example of how he can use those things to enhance and serve the film so very well. So cinematography and editing, top notch. I really don't have much else to say about this movie. I really, 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 really liked it.
Really, really, really?
Yes, yes, already!
I had I can't really think of much like anything negative to say like about the film. I think my experience, the ending of the film, I'm a little like,
I don't get it.
but I don't think that's a bad thing of the film. That's where I think I need to watch it again. But it's been on my mind a lot since I've watched it. I've just constantly been thinking about it, and I've loved it. I've really enjoyed it. My score of the movie, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's just like a personal preference thing, I guess. I'm not too sure why, but I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. And I really don't have anything negative to say about it. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo! Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on The World's End. This movie came out 7 years ago. It's an older one. And that's weird to think. 2013 is an old time to be alive. That's an old time of life. All children born in 2013 are gonna turn 7 this year if they haven't already. Ew. Comment in this video. Let me know your thoughts on The World's End. Also, give me some recommendations. Is there a movie you're like, oh, you need to go back, visit this one, and review this one? I'll do it. I'm gonna do it. Thanks so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Bye-bye.